Yes, people, if you're a teenager in the gym right now and you're in any ages between 15 to 19 and you've got 3 questions going through your head, should I bulk, should I cut, or should I maintain, then this is the video for you. I'm going to be telling you exactly what you should be doing and what it comes down to really. What are the key core fundamentals that will dictate what you should do. The key things that we need to look into is how your male friends treat you, your body fat, and how it is with attracting females, because you know we all get into the gym to look attractive. Really, what do we want? We want women. We want to look attractive. I mean, yeah, for ourselves, yeah, for male friends and for respect from other males, that is also a factor. But I mean, the majority of us, me, myself personally, you know, you wanted to attract women. This is the, you know, this is why it's a core fundamental of whether you should bulk, maintain, or cut. If after this video you want my help with cutting, maintaining, or bulking, then I've got my free coaching application in the description down below. But let's start off into the video. So the first thing that we want to look at is male relationships, male friendships, and how they treat you. So yeah, how do you boys treat you? How are you treated in your friendship circle? You know, do you have respect? How, when you say certain things like, oh, I've done this in the gym, or I'm going to start going to the gym, I'm going to get a gym membership, you know, are you laughed at? Are you mocked for that? Or are they like, yeah, you should do that, you should go ahead? And I think, I mean, underweight guys and overweight guys both do struggle, you know, they do seriously struggle, because I haven't been both, I've only been overweight, so I cater towards the overweight, you know, community, the overweight crowd. I have feelings for them, because I've been there myself, so I understand how it is for them guys, whereas I don't understand how it is for the skinnier guys. But it's very similar in aspects. I think, I mean, skinny guys do better with women, but in the male relationship circles, you know, you still both get treated badly. Now, these questions that I'm going to ask do depend on, you know, where you are in the world right now. You know, if you're in school or if you're in college, then this is probably best suited for you, because that's the same scenario that I am in and I have been in very recently. So, you know, let's say you say to one of your mates, oh yeah, you're going to ask this girl out. You say to him, you know, I'm really liking her. Then what's his response to that? You know, is he, oh yeah, bro, you should do it, or is he trying to, you know, push you away from that? Is he, because, you know, he's just looking out for you there, but he's like, oh, I don't think she likes you, or I seen her with him, you know, she's speaking to him. He's just trying to look out for you. He's not taking, but he's looking out for you because he knows that you're not there, you're not cutting it, you're not going to get it. But the truth that I've realized is, as a teenage guy, your physique represents your social hierarchy. You know, if you have the top physique, then you are really at the top of that chain. I mean, it obviously does depend on your personality and your character, charisma, all of them things do play into it. But your physique can really take you up a good few levels. Your friends aren't treating you right, you know, it's feedback. It's not them being it is them being a certain way, but that's based off you. It's all down to you. You know, you create your own world, your own circle. It's them giving you that feedback where you don't have our respect, but you can earn it. You're still our boy, but we aren't going to treat you the same as we treat him, who's got fucking veins and a six-pack. Like, he's built himself up to a certain level where you can reach. It's possible to reach. Anybody in the world can reach it. Even if you're 400 pounds, you can reach a certain level, but you need to do it, and then you'll be treated with the same respect as he is. Now, the second factor over male relationships, this one is much more important. This is body fat. Body fat is, you know, it's the be all and end all. This is really the only thing that matters. Now, I want you to, if you're in the gym, I want you to completely forget about the Pure Gym, the Life Leisure, all of them. You know, the gym group, I know they all have the in-body scanners and you can grip onto it and it will test your body fat. It's wrong, it's not correct. You know, it says that one of my mates is 7% body fat, which, you know, he's probably 10%, but yeah, he's not 7% body fat. It's just inaccurate. It says, like, I mean, I was probably about 15% and it said I was like 18%. Like, I don't think that was true at that time period. You know, it was a good bit ago now, but I don't think that was true back then. And that's what I mean about when I say, you know, I resonate with the chubby guys, because I was one of them. So that's a bit of backstory about me. But here are the 3 categories. I'm going to get into the 3 categories. So, you know, you got visible abs. I know people that have had abs since they were fucking 4 years old. They've always just been lean. They've always had abs. They've never been overweight in their life. They could eat anything. They could eat chocolate, you know. I'd see them eating chocolate and shit. I'd be going out with them, and in year 6, I'd be going out with them. They'd be having fucking full fat Coke. They'd be having Tang Fastics, and they'd have visible abs. If you're in this scenario, then it's a lean bulk. It's, you know, you've already got discipline with food. I mean, you might not, as I say, they were eating shit foods, but food isn't like a big thing where you fucking indulge in all the time at this body weight. It's just not like you, unless you're active like mad, running about all the time. You're not reliant on food. You don't use food as a cope mechanism, any of that. It's completely your choice of when you eat. With the lean bulk, all you need to do is be in a small calorie surplus, 200 to 300 calories over your maintenance for a long period of time, whilst progressive overloading in the gym, gaining strength, gaining muscle, whilst gaining a touch of body fat, you know. But if you're gaining good muscle and you're gaining strength, then really the body fat is cancelled out, as you ain't fueling yourself loads, but you growing muscle. So you could even stay very lean with the abs and just grow outwards, you know. Now here is category 2. Here's the second category that I'm going to get into, and it's, you know, you're okay, you're all right. You're not fat. You're not like, I mean, you feel fat. You do feel fat at this rate, because I felt fat, and I probably wasn't fat, but you don't look perfect. You don't look amazing. So you're about 14 to 17% body fat around this weight. I mean, 70% body fat is kind of pushing it, but as you can do a recomp at this stage, especially if you're 15 to 18, you know, you're new into the gym, you can easily stay on the same calories, you know. You could even go a bit lower, a touch lower, 200 calories lower, no more than that, and you could probably gain strength. I reckon you could. I've done it myself. So you can, here you're in a good position, though. I could argue that you're in a better position than my mate who's going to lean bulk, because you've got already a bit of size, so you can already use that energy into your lifts, and then you can progressive overload on that. Whilst I'm going to tell you to maintain this one. This is the group of maintenance, where you just completely stick to the same calories. Your body weight should hold, but you should end up looking better. You should transform into more muscular, just because you gaining strength, which is a complete, you see that the lights just came, the sun just came out, but that's took my mind into another realm, I can't lie to you. But because you're gaining strength on the same weight, you know, you're going to look much better. And then now, boys, we're on to the third category of body fat, the overweight section. You know, anything higher than 20% body fat. I'm going to put a picture up here of where I was, you know, when I was in school. This is how I looked. You know, I've came a long way, I've got to say. You know, I am proud of myself for how I've done it and how I became the man that I am now. Not some beast man, but a lot better than what it was. So, you know, that's how I looked. And if you're in this position, this scenario, I've felt this way. And what we need to do is we need to do a structured calorie deficit, which I would love for you to follow that link in the description, and we can get this properly going. Because, you know, I've been here. I don't want anyone to feel the way that it does feel. You know, it's a shit feeling when you have no respect from your male friends. You know, you get along, but the boys, like, you have love for them, they have love for you, but there's not actually like a level of respect, really. It's more so, and you know, women don't care about you. Women are just like, yeah, he's cute, he's nice, he's cute. You know, that's what it was a lot. It was, yeah, he's cute, he's cool, he's funny, he's cute. Because when you're at this level, you know, you have to be funny. You have to actually be able to chat. Because if not, like, no one wants to come up to you and talk. You go to them. So you've got to make it worth the while if they want to continue the conversation. But anything above 20% body fat, you want to cut down. You want to, I mean, you can do it slow, you can do it structured, because you probably got a lot more, well, you've got a lot more muscle definitely at this body weight than the guy who's 10%, just because you have a lot more size. So if you do a structured calorie deficit where you are also in the gym training, like, by the end of it, you'll look better than the guy at 10%. If he's lean bulking, probably not, but there's fucking hope. There is really hope. That's one thing I want to get out. But all that you need for this level of body fat is structured training plan, 4 days a week in the gym, progressive overloading, or trying your best to, a structured calorie deficit, high protein, and consistency and discipline. That's all you need, and your life will transform. You'll have confidence. Females will become attracted to you, and they might actually walk over to you this time instead of you always going to them. And, you know, you'll notice it a lot in your male conversations, you know, with your friends. They'll just treat you a lot nicer, with a lot more respect. Now, the third and final factor of whether you should cut, bulk, or maintain: female attraction. So I want everybody, I mean, if you're gonna watch this and think, oh, I don't care about that, then, you know, are you bent? Like, you should care about this, no matter what age you are, really, you know, 15 to fucking 30. This should be a big thing for you. So female attraction, especially at the teenage years of your life, you know, from 15 to 19. I mean, I can't say about 19, but 15 to 18, like, money doesn't really matter too much. Like, because, I mean, especially in this day and age where everyone's, you know, women are powerful, all of that. No one's asking the man to buy them shit, you know. People are asking the mum instead of the man. Like, it's, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, so if money doesn't really matter, you know, what gives status? It's character, physique, and how you are. You know, they're the three things. The main one is physique, because it's a direct correspondent of how you are and who you are as a person. You know, if you're looking well, then you're looking well, if you're looking well, you're going to do a lot better with the women than the guy who isn't. It's that simple. One, for just aesthetic purposes, like, they're going to want to be seen with you a lot more because you're a higher value. You're at higher value than he is. But also, it's, you know, the things, it's the discipline, it's the consistency, it's doing the hard thing. You know, it takes a certain type of person to go to the gym every single week, you know, 4 or 5 times a week, eat the same foods every single fucking day for, you know, a year straight, you know, on his structured calorie deficit or on his lean bulk. You know, he's eating the same foods, and from eating them same whole healthy foods, his physique increases, his value. And then he can use this physique, you know, it's not just one woman who wants him. It's not just like the best woman, you know, because that's what you're going to be striving for. You're going to be wanting, you know, the most attractive woman. When you've got that physique and you've got the most attractive woman, do you think that it's only that one woman who wants that man? You know, especially, and also women, when the most attractive woman is with him, all of the other women who are less attractive but still attractive want that man as well, just because the most, like, also, well, you know, another factor is because this woman has him. I mean, nevertheless, he's already attracted all of them. They're already all attracted to him, but this woman with him is the finishing touch, because they want to be like her, at her level, with her attraction, with the attractive man, you know. But because of this, men that are in shape with good physiques, they have leverage, so they can leverage to even the most attractive woman who you think, like, all of these guys below him are absolutely dying to get and to be with. The one with the leverage, the one with the physical attraction, he's leveraging it, you know, and she also knows, like, I can't fuck with him up here, because who else am I going to get that's up here? And he can easily get some of these women that might be a touch below me, but they're still the part. Now, overall, if you are very lean, you know, you've got abs, but you ain't really big, you know, you don't have size, like, you probably do all right with the women at this level, but you don't look at yourself and think, wow, like, you know, you probably weigh less than 60 kilos, you know, you should lean bulk, 100%, you should lean bulk, very structured, you know, very low lean bulk, very low calorie surplus, but still a calorie surplus, progressive overload, training in the gym, mid-range, you know, 14 to 17%. Maintain, needed to yawn, maintain, progressive overload, you know, your body fat will drop and your muscle will increase, your lean muscle mass will increase. That will result in the body fat dropping as you've gained strength and progressive overloaded. And now 20% or above, my dogs, feel for you, it's fine. You know, shit will really change, shit can change, but you know, you gotta do a cut, you gotta get in the gym, you gotta be eating better foods, you gotta be staying away from the junk, the processed foods. and your life will certainly transform. And you've got my link in the description below, so reach out to me if you're at any point here, any point, you know, you want to lean bulk, I can help you with that. Maintain, you know, I'll be here. And especially for you fat guys out there, because you know, I've left that pack, but I want to bring as many of you guys to the new pack that I'm creating. What I will be doing with the form in the description is I will set you the calories, I will set you a split. I mean, if you're already training in the gym, then that's completely fine. We can stick to your split. I'll have a look at it, but set the calories, which is the most important thing for any of these. You know, calories is king. It really is. It's like cash is king. Fucking calories is king. But we'll set you calories. We'll set you a training split. We'll do weekly phone call check-ins, and we'll see how we're progressing. And you know, I'll be with you for every step. I'll also be there with motivation if needed. You know, if you need a phone call, I'm here. You know, we need this. It's gonna boost us up throughout our whole life. And it is your move to get in touch. So, you know, take action or don't, but I'm still gonna be there. I'm still gonna be training, which you should be doing. Peace. Thank you for watching in a bit, and I hope that helped out.